Hello all and welcome to Crochet Designs yet again for another tutorial. My name is Mary and in today's tutorial we are working on this gorgeous little poppy. Very easy poppy, a little bit fiddly with the trebles but very easy. Basic 3-row poppy. Alright, so there's our gorgeous poppy. I'm not going to talk anymore. I just want you to know that I used a 10-ply cotton, which is a number 4 overseas or an Aran weight. And I'm very minimal. I don't even know. It was just such a small piece. It's really not much used there at all. So you need your cotton. Yes, you need your 5.5mm hook or a 5, or you can also use a 6 if you wish to make it a little bit bigger. Mine is, roughly the size of my palm, so not bad. You will also need a darning needle, a stitch marker, and a pair of scissors, and that is all you will need for your gorgeous poppy. All right, guys, so I'm going to let you head off making your gorgeous poppy. Good luck, guys. All right, guys, we're going to start off with a magic ring or a magic circle or a magic loop. We're going to grab our tail end of our work, popping it in front of 3 fingers. Grab your working end, wrap it around those 3 fingers and form a little X, if you will. All right, now pop in your hook under the first loop, pull that back loop up and through. What you have is 1, 2, and a set of 2 threads there. You need to grab those 2 at the back like that, and then you can let go, and you need to change it into the other hand so that you can work. All right, now you're chaining 1, and in that center you are popping a single crochet right in the center. Pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Now just very gently give that work a little bit of a tug. Okay, so it closes up a little bit. Leave a little space. Do a second single crochet like so. All right, just quickly grabbing a little stitch marker just so you know where to slip stitch into later. It's that first single crochet that you did. All right. Now you've got 2 already, you need to pop another 10 in there. Single crochet 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hopefully you're crocheting over that tail, 10, so altogether there's 12, so 11 and 12. All right, you have to make sure you have 12 single crochets altogether, and the reason you needed to crochet over that tail end is because right now you hold your work up the top, you just give that tail a tug and it closes up your little space there. That's going to open again a little bit later, just a little bit, and we'll close that later again. All right, in the meantime you are slip stitching into that stitch where your stitch marker is. Pull a loop through and pull it through to the loop on your hook, pull up a loop and giving your tail a cut. Get it right, Mary, you had one job. All right, take out your stitch marker. Okay, now this is where we change to our red thread. Grab your hook. All right, now ordinarily I would start there or before it. I'm just going to start, there's your knot, 1 stitch away from your knot. All right, so just pop your red thread over your hook, pull a loop through like so, grabbing your tail, just passing it forward so you can lock it into place with a chain, and a chain is yarn over your hook, pulling a loop through once. Now just give that yarn a bit of a tug in this spot right here. In the same stitch you're popping a slip stitch. All right, and a slip stitch is popping your hook in the stitch, pull up a loop, yes, and pull it through to the loop on your hook like so. Before you go, just pop that stitch marker in there because these slip stitches have a tendency to be very tight. All right, and we want to slip stitch back into there at the end of the round. So pop your stitch marker in, okay? Just grab that tail and drop it at the back. Chain 5, and a chain is yarn over your hook, pull a loop through once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Yes? Skip 1, 2, and jump into your 3rd stitch with a slip stitch. So you pull your loop through and you pull it through to the loop on your hook. All right, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2. So 1 and 2, jump into your 3rd with a slip stitch. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2, jump into the 3rd with a slip stitch. Very easy round, this one. All right, now here it looks like 3, but it's actually not. It's just we've got that little knot there. So chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we're going to slip stitch back into that slip stitch that we first started with. You might want to take a stitch marker out, sorry, like that. So you slip stitch through that stitch right there. All right, so now, yes, this row here needs to be tight. So the yarn over your hook, you're actually, let's just drop all these threads so you can see what I'm doing. You're going into these stitches now, and you're going to be crocheting over that lot of red stitches that you did earlier, the chains you did earlier. So yarn over your hook twice. We are going to do trebles. Now we're going to pop it in that green stitch right there, the first one. And we're going over all our work. Pull a loop through like so, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, pull through 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through another 2, 2. Yarn over, pull through the last 2. Yes, now you're going to do it again, another treble in the same stitch. Pull a loop through, 4, yarn over, 2, 3, yarn over, 2, 2, yarn over, last 2. Do it again for a 3rd time. 2, 2, and 2. Do it again for a 4th time. 2, 2, and 2. From here, see that stitch right there? Yarn over your hook twice again to do your trebles. You're going to do 4 in that one over all thicknesses. Pull a loop through, 2, 2, 2. Do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so what you should have in this set right here is 4 trebles in there and 4 trebles in your second one. From here, you're going to chain 1 and see that slip stitch there? You're going to slip stitch right down into the same slip stitch. So you're going to go over the slip stitch, not in it, over it, straight into the green stitch, pull a loop through and pull it through to the loop on your hook, giving everything a tug. Yarn over your hook twice, jump into your next set of 2 greens and pop in your 4 trebles in the first set and 4 trebles in your last stitch in that set there. Okay, 2, 3, going over all thicknesses, 4. All right, that's your first set. Notice the actual center opening up. We're going to close that up again later. Okay, so trebles again into your second stitch. So you need to put 4 of them in there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, that's your second set. You've got your slip stitch here, so you're going to chain 1 and then slip stitch down into the green, right into that green stitch, pull a loop through and pull it through to the loop on your hook. You have 2 more spaces to go. Trebles into your first green right there over all thicknesses, like so. Treble into the same one, 2, treble again, 3, treble again, 4. You've got another stitch in there, treble 4 in there as well. Okay, so each set has 8 altogether if you think about it. 8 trebles, okay? 3, whoops, 3, it's a nice tight stitch I've got there. 4. All right, this is the end of this set here of 8. See, we're right there where the slip stitch is. We chain 1 and we slip stitch right into that green stitch. Pull a loop through. We've got our last set. Yarn over your hook twice. Do your 4 trebles in that stitch. Now this looks like there's 3 stitches here. It's not, it's just you've got your green knot. So just keep going into that first stitch. Later we'll jump over that green knot. 2, 3, and 4. Just making sure all your threads are out of your way. You've got 1 set to go right here. See that little space right there? So you're jumping pretty much over your knot. So yarn over your hook twice, go into that stitch. It's actually where your knot is in, okay? With your 4 trebles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, now here we're at the end of the row. We chain 1 and we are going to slip stitch right into that green over all those thicknesses there. So slip stitch over your thicknesses like so. Pull up a loop. Give your work a cut. A nice tight stitch there. All right, now see a big hole right there? We're going to fix that up right now. Grab your sewing, darning, weaving needle. Yes. Grab the center thread. Wait, put the needle down first. Just grab that center thread. Let's move the other thread out the way. That's your center thread. Yes, now just give it a tug and it kind of closes it up naturally anyways, but you still want to weave that in. That's going to come undone. It will, trust me. Okay, so you want to weave that in. Grab your darning needle and just, all right, the thread is on this side right here, so you want to start weaving in around that way. So you grab your needle like that, really tight this now, so hopefully you've got a nice pointy needle, and you probably only need to weave it in a little bit because it is relatively tight, very tight, which is good because that means once you do weave it in a little bit, it's not going to come undone. Really, it won't. Okay, so pull that through there and keep doing a little bit more. You need a little bit. Make sure you can't see the needle from the front, right in there. Okay, there you go. Now, just go back in the other direction, not in the same place you went into, otherwise you'll unravel your work. Go into a different set of threads, like so. Oh, very tight. If you've got a thimble, use a thimble. Good, that's not going to come undone for sure. All right. Oh, remember to check your work, make sure you can't see the needle. I know it doesn't look like a poppy yet, but it will in a minute. And there you go. Cut that thread, that one's done. All right, That's not going to come undone, all right? Now with your red threads and your green thread, all you need to do is weave in all those ends. Give your little poppy a tug, and it kind of curves up anyway, because that's the way a poppy should sit. It should sit all curved up. Now let's have a look at this red thread right here. Now there are many things you can do with your poppy. If you're raising funds for your local community group, for your Anzac, for your war heroes, you can actually add at the back a little pendant pin kind of thing, and people can wear them, okay? And you can sell them for $1, $2, whatever it is, however much yarn you use, you calculate however much you can sell them for, and all the proceeds should go to your local community for the war heroes, okay? So now what you're doing, we are there, that's our knot. You want to pass your thread in the stitch next to it, just downwards like that. And what will happen is, let me show you so you can see. There's your thread, yeah. It'll just pull it right down, so you can't see the knot at all. All right, and then you just grab this little tail right here and you weave it in and out of some stitches right there, making sure you can't see the needle from the front, and you can't at all. So pop it in one way, split some stitches and pop it through the back, again making sure you can't see the needle. I'm sorry, I'm singing now. I usually do that towards the end of a tutorial. All right, so there you go. Cut that one right there. You don't need to overweave these. Okay, that's that end. And if you wanted to weave this tail end in, just weave it in along there. And your other green one, we'll do that together, because that one is that one's that big knot that we were trying to work over. All right, so we'll do that together. And there's your big knot right there. I would just grab the needle and go down into the stitch below it. And once you do that, it's kind of split the stitch as well. So once you do that, thread is too long. Hello, that thread is far too long. And it just pulls it down, so you can't actually see the knot when you look at it this way. All right, and then you just really big tug. Okay, and then you just kind of find a little spot anywhere here in the green, in that tight area, and weave it in. Oh yeah, that's tight. So obviously this is never going to come undone. Not ever. Unless you cut it with some scissors. Oh, that might work. Okay, and then you pass it through in another area. Oh, making sure you can't see it from the front. And you can't. All right, and there you go. Oh, there you go. I'm going to cut it now because I think that's done really well. Let's pull that out of the way. Give that a cut. All right. So what you have left is just that one red thread. It's the first thread that you started with. You can weave that in at the back. It just goes in and out of those stitches there. And there you go. That is your little poppy. How cute is that? So you can put a little pendant thing at the back of that, and that can pin to you on, on your chest, or you can pop a little magnet at the back, and people can use it as a fridge magnet as well. So that is two things that you can use your poppies for. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Join me on Monday, or actually on Saturday mornings live at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Wednesday afternoons live at 4 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time again. And also don't forget to join me on Monday for the final part to our hexagon bag, and that will be placing the handle and lining our bag. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and do all those wonderful things that you guys already do for me. And all I want to say right now, guys, is ciao for now. Oh, don't forget to weave that in. Ciao for now.